But like, what is the benefit of doing that? Like, what's the win in? Like, other than being
to get him to shut up.
You're outing them.
Okay, but he's not going to.
But that's what they think. They think that if they make things uncomfortable enough for Tucker, he'll go away. He's the biggest voice on the right. He disagrees with them. That's what the New York Times and modern leftism is about, shutting down the debate. They just don't want Tucker to have a platform.
What's I going to say? What else we got?
Are we allowed to be friends with Tucker Carlson still?
It's a good question. What did he do?
Well, there's a couple of things going on.
Well, I saw the
There's evil rat fucks at the New York Times are trying to send a mob of left wingers to his place. I think in Maine.
Is that what it is? I thought it was DC. That was in Maine.
No, they've already done that. That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I knew
when
that.
The protesters showed up. But he's got a place in New England, in Maine.
Yes, I know that.
And I think that they weren't trying to dox him. They were just going to publish pictures of his house.
Right.
Oh, we'll tell him to hang out, wait for us up there.
Yeah. Is he coming this weekend or no?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? He looks a good driving movie, no?
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Supports your live events.
But I mean, again, like it's the oldest question in the book. Would they ever fucking do that to any? Of course not. They just want to do that because they're assholes. That's it.
I'm sure that they would be completely fine if Tucker wanted to show pictures of New York Times editors' houses.
Absolutely, of course.
I'm sure there would be no protest whatsoever. These are the same people who said that running that op-ed from Tom Cotton put black New York Times employees in physical danger.
Right, lives are at risk.
Yes.
So I mean,
because a senator expressed an opinion in the paper.
So if I have a picture of like Maureen Dowd's house, I can just tweet that out, right? They're fine with that.
Yeah.
That's not a big deal. Okay, I'm trying to get
giving away the address.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the rules straight here.
Just showing exactly where it is.
You know, I mean, it's like, what's the again? You want to argue? Should they have the right to do it? But like, what is the benefit of doing that? Like, what's the win in? Like, other than being
to get him to shut up.
You're outing them.
Okay, but he's not going to.
But that's what they think. They think that if they make things uncomfortable enough for Tucker, he'll go away. He's the biggest voice on the right. He disagrees with them. That's what the New York Times and modern leftism is about, shutting down the debate. They just don't want Tucker to have a platform.
Shows people it's not okay to be racist.
I mean, the people at the New York Times are not at all different from the people at the Boston Globe. This is just Shirley Long
Steve,
on
of
a bigger
course.
level.
I mean, yeah, no, of course.
That's what I'm saying. That's what they want. They want to fucking hurt people they disagree with about politics or philosophy.
Yeah, well, and that's been going on. It's only going to get worse and worse. If Trump happens to win, it's going to get worse. I mean, it's going to continue to happen until something really, really bad. Like, there has to be something that changes it, like dangerous, or somebody gets hurt or somebody dies or something. Then maybe the conversation. Until then, nothing's going to change.
If someone shows up at Tucker's house and hurts him or his kids, it's not going to change.
It might.
I don't think it would.
Maybe not, but I could see that.
Not with what's going out in the Pacific Northwest right now.
Although you're right. You're right. You're like I'm trying to attach like logic to a guy like Murchison or something. He wouldn't care. He wouldn't give a fuck. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm trying to think of them as like level-minded. They're not. They're lunatics.
There could be one op-ed from like a centrist person saying, "Hey, it's time to calm down." But you think Joe Biden's going to come out and say, "Look, guys, this has gone too far"? No. There's no one in the Democrat Party who would really be that upset if Tucker Carlson's family was attacked.
Well, I think there might be some.
There might be some enrolled Democrats, but elected officials, it would not change anything about how they're conducting themselves.
Yeah, well, Barstool would be happy.
The extremists.
They would. But there's. I mean, and I'll say the same for Republicans. There are some left wing people who, if they get mobbed or doxxed or whatever,
Nancy Pelosi got. Of course not.
Exactly. So I mean, there's not a lot of common ground or shared goodwill, I think, now. No, it's just very, very, very nasty. And now you've seen this. The other thing with Tucker is a former guest on his show is accusing Ed Henry of sexual assault.
Hannity too of not sexual assault, but good
misconduct.
So the allegations against Hannity is that he took $100 bill and threw it out on the floor and said, "Hey, someone take this woman for drinks at Del Frisco's."
Right.
And so that's chauvinistic behavior, sure. And then the allegation.
That's where I got my salad.
That's right.
Del Frisco's.
That's where the chicken Caesar was.
That's right.
A disgusting meal.
I guess maybe what Sean Hannity was doing was even worse.
Maybe. Go ahead.
But the allegation against Tucker is that
I saw Steve trying to make that into a joke and just gave up in the middle of it. I saw that. Agent tilted his head a little bit. I could see his brain moving, but he's like, well, all right, fuck it.
That chicken assaulted my eyes.
I got nothing. I'm
on a roll here. The allegation against Tucker is that he, after this woman was a guest on his show, he invited her to his hotel room and strongly implied something sexual. And then when she declined his advances, she was not welcome back on the show. But the timeline doesn't match up with what she's alleging. So I think it's flimsy on Hannity and Tucker. But the Ed Henry thing, he's had multiple.
Well, Ed Henry's had some real issues.
Yeah,
he's had some
serious
issues. Yeah,
and Fox cut him loose. What was it, a year and a half ago? And so,
someone was just let go a few weeks ago. No, July 1st. They were saying.
I forget.
That was involved in this.
Was it?
As well? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. Yeah, I forget. Yes, I do. Yeah. Fuck.
Maybe I've got the timeline wrong on Henry
know.
because I know he was one that was pretty high profile. He was doing some stuff in Vegas.
I mean, you got people. You've got people saying that Henry raped. I mean, we're talking
Yes.
rape here.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
this is. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But I mean, this lawsuit, of course, I saw somebody tweet this. Look, I mean, if this stuff is real, great. Have it reported.
Not
and
great,
vetted.
but
No, I'm saying that it's in the public forum, being
Yeah, yeah.
vetted and prosecuted. How's Tara Reid doing?
Right.
That's and they knew
She's had her character smeared six ways from Sunday.
She's been destroyed and silenced. and-
Completely gone.
And again, whether she's telling the truth or not, who knows? But it definitely, I don't think, was giving a public forum for debate.
Well, she's a Russian agent. We
Right.
can only allow the Russians
She's
to mess with our
insane
politics
and
so
all that
much.
stuff, and she's crazy.
And a tax
and
delinquent.
she's
she's
she's had a lot of boyfriends and stuff like that. So you knew that was coming. But if I hadn't said that name, would you have thought of her?
No. And
Somebody
it took
somebody
me a
tweet this
second,
morning.
honestly.
Yeah. That's what I mean. So yeah, it's unbelievable. This will be a massive story from the left wing, which is fine if it's all true. I don't mind that.
It's
But,
just it's one of those stories where it seems like Tucker and Hannity were added in there almost for the headline. Like if you look at the picture
Well,
at
we'll see. I mean,
the picture at NPR right now has Ed Henry, who's accused of rape, Tucker, who's accused of maybe propositioning an affair, and Hannity, who's accused of throwing out $100 bill
Right.
and making a
Making
misogynist.
a shit.
Now look,
It seems like there's a big gap between the alleged offense.
Sure. Now
with
look,
the
if
three of them.
Tucker, if this is true, it lines up. If it's the truth, then it's a fucking dick move. I mean,
Yeah, well, of course,
yeah,
yes.
there's no doubt, and that's fucking slimy. And the other thing is, look, I mean, it's Fox News where they have a real history of it.
Yeah,
They have to be vigilant
That's
about
another
it.
thing that
But I've
goes
always
against them.
said-
They had O'Reilly for years.
Well, Ailes running it.
Yeah.